Got ourselves team. Let's start with team 2. We got ourselves Tasty hitting in the back. Riser, Athaman. We got Dagos. Oh, nice mustache, my guy. I like it. I'm a mustache kind of man. And Copy gonna be first up versus team 1 with Remaster. Be out of stealth unless you're doing. Please take it so much. Ketem is a more of that marksmanship hunter. Adriana is a assassination rogue. We got ourselves. How do you even say name? Strauss? Goop Strauss? Gotta call him Strauss. Straussy man, as well as a Dream in here. Strauss get hit with a panda racial stun to follow. Earth shock, and it's gonna be big blood of the enemy. Wall available. Copy doesn't get the big lightning bolts off it. Lightning Lass is stopping him for a second. There goes the lightning bolts, but they are prevented heavily as Strauss just walked away from him. As the blood of the enemy have it. Copy missed out a lot of his chance. Gonna be a meteor getting missed. Strauss got himself a big lightning bolts ready with a Stormkeeper throwing out the big lava burst. Needs to go in and push in for a big lightning bolt right now. Actually, he still has them. He better push in before they're gone. Looks like he might have missed his moment here. Yep, missed his moment with them lightning bolts. Played it very defensively, but maybe that was the best choice. Lightning Lass onto Copy. Does Copy have an answer? Tries to go for a knockback, but the Strauss doesn't happen. It looks like Copy is down for the count, trying to frost shock him. The Elementor goes in for a big old punch in the end, taking him out. Well, there it is, boys. We got the Shamans up and at him. With Tasty going to be going up next. Another Elemental versus Strauss. Strauss did go in for a lot of offensives as well as a defensive. Stun onto Tasty pretty early on. It looks like they're both going to have Earth Elementals just taunting each other, beating each other up. It's a 2v2 now. You got Ellie versus Ellie. And then you got Elemental versus Elemental, dude. It's an Ellie on Ellie versus Ellie on Ellie. It's all not confusing at all. Lightning Lasso onto Strauss as Tasty still maintains his Earth Elemental. Quite a bit of damage into Strauss right now. This is going to try to see if he can bite back a little bit with an Earth Shock of his own. Big Zaps available. Try to go for a Hex onto Tasty. Interrupts it. Looks like the Zaps and Lava Bursts were there for Tasty. Good procs, good damage, taking him out with Remastered going to be up next. Remastered being a 2. This Tasty being a 1, I think. No, it's a 5 and 1. Okay, Remaster. Here we go. Approaching up as a sub-rogue. Does Tasty pick up the eyes? It doesn't look like he does. Big dress in the opener. Tasty had a pet stun him immediately with a lasso right after. Trinket already used by a master. Does land the cheap shot on Tasty, looking for the big damage. Does play 2 charges. The Shadowlands might be able to get double the charges in to get a lot of the damage. Shadow Strike's rolling up. That's going to be a stun. Almost landing that eggs, but that's going to be Remaster landing the kick instead. Tasty looking for a bit of a self-heal. Needs some more instacast. Remaster does have a cloak. Burning that cloak right now. That's a big defensive getting used right here. Blind on Tasty. Tasty trinkets out of it immediately. Tried to punish Remaster. No Cloak of Shadows that will stop him. Looks like he does get a Flame Shock onto Remaster. So he should be pretty good. Remaster landing that Rupture yet again. Cheap shot on Tasty. Big blow to the enemy. Does he have the damage though? Still has a pretty big setup either way. Marford is ready. Lasso stops him before he had that one more Eviscerate. I think that would have been it for Remaster. Had a lot of pressure. But Tasty does wipe him out. Barely had him though, man. Barely had him. Is it going to be Dream up next, Adriana or Ketem? Which one is next? That was a good duel between the Rogue and the Elemental Shaman there, boys. That was really good, man. Oh my goodness. Next is going to be Ketem as a Marksman Hunter. Goes in with a camo. Tasty should be aware that it is a Marksman Hunter. What do you even hang out in this arena against a Marksman Hunter? You kind of want to be behind line of sight, maybe? Or maybe constantly moving, as Tasty is doing. Looks like Ketem does have a lot of bursts. Does he get the aim shot? He does get the aim shot with the rapid fire to fall. Looks like he had to cancel his own rapid fire for a second. Knocking Tasty back out in the open. Huge damage right now. Stun onto Ketem, and that's going to be a Hex from afar. Actually, Fane does that Hex, interrupting Tasty on Nature's Cast with a scatter shot for a second, trying to binding shot him in place. That's going to be another aim shot. Not getting it because of line of sight. Tasty is going to rotate the fire elemental to get some freebie damage to Ketem. Getting the flame shock with an earth shock. Stormkeeper available. No way to interrupt it. Ketem could be going down here. Goes in for exhilaration. But exhilaration, it's almost like as if it never happened. Trinkets out of the last. Going for rapid fire. Tasty still has those lava bursts flying. But Tasty is also low just like Ketem is. And Ketem either might need to get aggressive here or go for a turtle shell. Looking to actually leap at Tasty. Doesn't get the interrupts here. Scatter shot for a second. Does it go for the big aim shot? Tasty recovered quite a lot of health. That's going to be big procs for Ketem right now. Tasty got a double crucible and taking him out in just a couple of instacasts. Not a lot I guess you could do as a marksmanship opponent. Hope to get himself a big opener. Had himself a decent line of sight. Decent enough to get the proper setup. But I guess Tasty was too close, landing that stun totem pretty early on. Almost landed that Hexa. Get a shot by Adriana as a sub-rogue. This gonna get hit with a capacitor totem. The trinket side of it with a lasso. Tasty gonna walk away with a lasso right now. Cloak of Shadows up for the rogue. Tasty walling this off, and now Adriana is kind of out in the open, exposed. I mean, Tasty is one getting Shadow Strike right now and stunned back to back, but Adriana is really the one that's in trouble. Hex cannot even stop the Hex and down. Just Tasty with a Stormkeeper, big damage available. Does he go for anything? Adriana does vanish. Big zaps, one big zap, two, and down you go. There's not a lot you can really do. Like, I just knew that a rogue was going to get tased there. You can just see it from a mile away. That rogue is going to get tased so hard. Dream does go for an invis. Tasty. Not really giving him around to do it. Kind of at least throwing down an Earthquake to see if you can find him. Dream is going to hit him with a Blizzard from afar. Tasty versus a Frost Mage. How's this going to go? I think Tasty with Instacast and the mobility might be in a good spot. Dream actually getting the line of sight necessary. Tasty tried to go for Lightning Bolt onto the Elemental instead. Trying to get himself some Maelstrom from it. It's going to be a few fresh water elemental getting summoned up. With some lava bursts getting blasted, avoiding the stun. As Dream is kind of stuck inside of his own room. Trying to land a poly, and Tasty does land one. And Dream is under quite a bit of pressure. We only have 9% dampening, but being a Frost Mage, you don't really have a lot of self-heals. What is Dream going to end up doing here? Trying to go for a little bit of damage. That's going to be big shadows onto Tasty. Earth Shock. And Tasty has lightning in his hands getting rooted. Looks like he just tried to avoid, tried to deny him as much damage. But that's going to be still zaps as soon as Dream peeks around the corner. Is that maybe one more lightning? No, no more lightning available. Dream might have to be using that ice block. Wait, no? Okay, or not. Okay. Oh, okay. I was expecting it, but it didn't happen. My god, Tasty with a big old... Okay, at least he didn't heal more than he did damage. I was thinking it was going to be just that. Copy though. Oh, Copy didn't really get to play much. Well, don't you love it when it's so one-sided? Dude, Tasty slabs though, man. That was good. I think they're rogues. As soon as I'm afraid of dueling shamans now. I didn't have that fear because I'm playing my rogue. I feel like I'm doing okay against shamans. But now I developed this fear of like as soon as I burn my cloak, it's gonna be big old earth shock, big old zaps, big old lasso, and there's just not a lot that I can do about it.